Hi, my name is Sally, and we began Abby's Heroes 8 years ago after losing our beautiful daughter to cancer. She was 8 years old when she was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, and what followed was a 3-year journey on the Pye and Brown ward at Southampton General Hospital, and sadly she passed in May 2016 despite everyone's best efforts. She was an amazing child and we miss her every single day. People often think that it will never happen to their family, but sadly it can happen to anyone.
My name's Daniel Jarnack.
And I'm Rachel, and we are mummy and daddy to Evie. So Evie's 3. She has a genetic condition called NF1. The NF1 also means that she's got optic pathway gliomas, and she's having chemotherapy to treat those at the moment.
So I'm Lisa and my daughter is Tilly. So one night she woke up in October absolutely screaming because she had really bad leg pain in her left leg. So I rang 111, they booked us into urgent treatment. They did blood tests, said she had a slight limp, then decided to take an x-ray and then sent us home. They called us back into hospital, and that was the first time we were told it possibly could be a malignant tumour. And then 2 weeks later, we were diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma.
I'm Gary. This is John. Reg was experiencing for about 6 months pain in his leg. So I booked a GP appointment and the GP said, we think it's just growing pains. And then it was the first day of the summer holidays, wasn't it? I see that one of his legs was double the size of the other. So we darted him down to A&E, didn't we? And then it just sort of spiraled from there. Then that doctor come out, and what word did he use?
Sinister. That's the first word that we heard.
After the x-ray.
So I'm Katie, this is Stuart and Meredith. We've got an older son, Jackson, and we live in Bournemouth. Meredith was diagnosed August 23 with B-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma, and we were introduced to the Pye and Brown ward at Southampton Hospital.
My name's Kirsten, and I am a family support worker for Abby's Heroes, and I am based on the Pye and Brown ward. I've been working here for 2 years and I love my job. Every day is different, every family has different needs. I'm here for emotional support. That comes in many different ways. Sometimes I may go in with a family and they just need a 5-minute chat. Sometimes a family might need a couple of hours support. Every day is different. When I first meet families and they come through the doors of Pye and Brown, they're very scared. They've often come from ED, they've come from another hospital, and they're faced with all the fears of having a diagnosis of childhood cancer.
You almost can't believe you're on a cancer ward with other families in the same position. Families just adapt very quickly to being there. Initially when you walk in, I just remember feeling petrified and just crying all the time, and then it kind of becomes your second home. That's aided by the people that are on the ward and Abby's Heroes being on the ward.
Entering Pye and Brown, very overwhelming, very tough. And then you're greeted with Abby's Heroes and a beautiful welcome pack and all these things that you're not expecting.
As soon as a family comes through the doors of Pye and Brown, our support from Abby's Heroes kicks in for them. We give them a care and comfort bag. This has lots of things just to let them know we're thinking about them. It has wash facilities, shampoos, conditioners. It has a coffee flask, a drinks bottle for children, a nice fluffy blanket, fluffy slipper socks, distraction toys, notebook and pen, just lots to say, we're here and we're thinking about you.
So our relationship with Abby's Heroes started really early in the process. We first encountered Kirsten when Evie had her port fitted. We Didn't really know anybody, didn't really know what Abby's Heroes was about. We knew that they were a charity that supported the ward, but we were joined by a really bubbly, really enthusiastic, complete change of character from that medical environment.
Kirsten was great the whole time we were in there. She got to know us really well. Tilly loved her. I loved seeing her. I loved chatting to her and watching her on the ward with all the other patients. It was like a little breath of fresh air, I would say.
What I really enjoy about my job is I'm not part of the medical team, and the families really like that. So when I go in to chat with them, we're not talking about the different chemotherapy drugs. We're not talking about a treatment plan. We're not talking about how long their stay is. We're talking about everyday life things. I get to know the families. I get to know their pet names, everything about them. And I just kind of try and bring a little bit of normality into the chaos that they've been thrown into.
Just being there as a support, to actually come in and say, how are you doing? And you go, yeah, okay. And then be, no, how are you actually doing? How are you coping? And we're able to offer support and counselling as well, which was really good. Needed that to be there.
You have to put on a brave face, don't you, for your child, because obviously they're the ones going through everything. So it's all bottled up inside. So when you walk out that room, it's got to go somewhere to have someone that you can actually go to and vent, kind of thing. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Our first experience of Abby's Heroes was that we didn't know we needed it, but they knew we needed it. You know, we're holding our daughter's hand. You need that adult support, even if it was a 30-second conversation, just to cry or vent or be angry or sad or whatever it was. And we had all of those emotions.
And you're right, it was just someone to hold our hands, give us a hug, and be that friend that we needed at that time.
On average, families faced an added cost of £700 approximately a month when their child is diagnosed with cancer. We can help out with this. We offer financial grants to families. This can help go towards paying their rent or travel costs, or sometimes a washing machine might break. All the extra little things that add up, we can help with the financial grants.
Every time, Abby's Heroes just made it so easy. Like I said, there is a bit of embarrassment. You know, I've had this thing happen, I've had this cost, can you help? But they always dignified us, didn't they? And
yeah,
we're super respectful.
So Abby's Heroes has just been a godsend. We would have lost a lot, actually. We would have definitely have lost our business. And the only reason why we managed to keep that is because of the help that Abby's Heroes did.
When we knew when Tilly's operation was going to be and what that recovery would entail, we needed a grant, and so we applied to Abby's Heroes to help us get a bed for downstairs so that she didn't have to climb the stairs when she got home from her operations.
Although your little world stops because all your attention is on that child, life doesn't stop. So things come up against you, and they're so aware of that. And that was one of the things they said. Things will go wrong.
Yeah.
Things will stop working because it's just life. And any normal time you can deal with that. But when you're in this situation, it makes a situation that you could normally deal with so stressful.
And there is no one else that is doing this.
No.
You know, the NHS are helping you with life-saving treatment for your child. You have social workers there who can help you within the remits that they can. And it's like Abby's Hero come in and plug all the gaps.
Right now, there are families going through the most traumatic experience of their life, and they need your help. You can help out in so many ways. From cake sales to marathons, you can set your own challenge or you can join in with one of ours. There's lots of ways to be a hero.
So fundraising and donating to Abby's Heroes is going to be so meaningful to families like us. We're just one of 14 families that will be diagnosed every week with a young person with cancer, and cancer doesn't care about your financial situation, who you are, where you live. And the work that Abby's Heroes have done for us as a family, it's always done with such kindness and generosity.
Evie has only ever known hospitals. She's grown up in and around them. They've become her normal. that shouldn't be normal for a child of her age. They should be laughing and playing and having fun and doing what all normal children should do, not having to go through the treatment she goes through.
This could happen to you, and to give generously to Abby's Heroes, the impact they have on the lives of the patients and the families at Pine Brown Ward is unbelievable and probably can never be measured.
From beginning to end, Abby's Heroes have been our heroes.
Goodbye.
Bye.